What is up? It is Andy coming to you on a Thursday to talk some hockey, a fall Thursday, one of the best Thursdays throughout the course of the year. I've surmised for many years that the best Thursday to go out are those fall Thursdays. I mean, it's known if you're in college, like Thursday's pretty much the second, sometimes first best day of the week. But the weather during the fall where you can wear long sleeve, short sleeve jacket, it's just got that feeling in the air. Like, you know, that Michael Jackson's It's Close to Midnight. And people want to go out. You know, many refer to it as cuffing season, but I refer to it as sniffing season because that's when football starts. That's when hockey starts. And that's when I really got to get back to work, which I have to do in the middle of the night because you guys, you request the videos early. You've been enjoying having the video right when you wake up. And the only way I can do that is if I stay up to ungodly hours where they release all the props. I can look them over and then have them out to you in the morning. You want to know why I'm willing to do that? Because life is cyclical. I do things for you. You do things for me. And this Thursday video, or the Wednesday video rather, pretty much got up to 10,000 views. And for hockey videos, that really is something. And I want to show my appreciation. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. And that means I'm getting some new videos because for the second straight day, #1 on YouTube, I imagine there is someone out there, maybe just a handful of people who search, and I find this the funniest search ever, NHL bets, and then you clicked the first face, which is my big Joker-looking mug that you see on that TV back there. And that's a hilarious search, by the way, like NHL bets. If Westworld came out with someone who searched for generic things, hey, we need a robot that's going to bet on the NHL. What should we program into him? Well, to go to YouTube and search NHL bets. That's like when I moved to LA. I literally was perplexed as to what to do, and I just Googled what's some cool shit I can do in LA. Like it was just Ask Jeeves style, going to say, oh, you just got to go to Runyon and do all this stuff. But if you're one of those people who found me via the generic Westworld searches, I'm very happy to have you. You want to know what I am? I'm a guy who's always going to be accountable. And I think over the first 2 nights, it's been very good. There may be some people who point to you and say, but you see this guy? He said to pick the Oilers amongst many other things. I've been thinking about this because people start yelling. I hate the thought of win-loss records in sports betting, in anything. If I give you a plus 2,200 parlay and it loses, and then I give you a plus 1,000 parlay and it hits, you really think my record's 1-1? Absolutely not. You guys can calculate all that because last night we got the over with the Canadiens game. We didn't get the Zaka point. Unfortunately, that power play looked like it was in shambles without the original top 2 centers on there. But we got the Bedard shots on goal. The Bruins did win. We got the Huberdeau point. We got the Evan Bouchard point. And we missed out on Edmonton. And I can't even remember the 2+. Was that the Avalanche? And anyway, very good couple of nights with some of these player prop sniffs. We will look to continue that into Thursday. And I always got to let you know that you still got a chance to take advantage of that Bet365 promotion. What you got to do is register a new account on Bet365. You deposit $10 and then you place a bet of $5. Then you get $150 to use on whatever you want. You can sprinkle it on anything and everything. But you do got to be a new user on the platform. Got to be over 21. Bet365 is not available in every single state. It is available in Kentucky, where you just got to be 18, which is fantastic. Along with another few states, just check the link in the description of this video. It will tell you. There'll be a link for you. There'll be a separate link for Canadians. It's all available there for free money. So, looking at this Thursday slate, a couple things that I like. There's a reason I put that little graphic on that TV right there. We got the Rangers going to Buffalo to play the Sabres. And what do we remember about the Sabres? They come out of October 8-1 every single year since I've been a kid, it seems. This is going to be the early season Sabres. They're home dogs against the Rangers. The last time we saw the Rangers, they blew a 2-0 series lead to the Devils because they had a really tough time dealing with that team's speed. At home, with a lot of excitement around the team against a slower team, this is an extremely winnable game. Just like I wasn't worried about Hellebuck, just like I wasn't worried about Saros, I'm not going to be worried about Shesterkin just yet. It's too early in the season. There's been some positive vibes around Devin Levy. And I'm going to go with Buffalo. I'm going to take the leap of faith, something that's always terrifying to do. With them in Ottawa, it's always terrifying. You got a nice taste of Ottawa. Oh, here's a lead. We're blowing it. We come back, re-blow it. But Buffalo at home, they have high aspirations for the season. You know, some of those younger players are entering that period where, you know, you can't just keep making that excuse. But regardless, they always get off to pretty solid starts. The Rangers are a veteran team. I'm down on them for the year. In that season-long video on my YouTube page, I pretty much said the majority of their forwards that they rely on are 30+. There's no more Kane, no more Tarasenko. I see a slight decline from that team. We'll see on opening night. As you can see with that Edmonton Oilers 7-1 loss, anything can happen, but I do like getting the Sabres with a ton of skill and speed, something that troubles the Rangers at plus money. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Buffalo Sabres in that one. If you wanted to do a bigger same-game parlay in there, obviously, did you see the slate last night? Every single game went over other than one, that Bruins game. They're calling penalties. Teams are scoring left and right, and this is October's the time to take over. So if we're going to do a same-game parlay, here's a rather big one. We're going to go with Tage Thompson to get a point. We're going to get Artemi Panarin. You can either get a point or an assist, because if you take assist, it will jack it all the way up. I'm taking the Sabres to win and the over 6.5. Give me a nice 4-3 win and allow me to laugh my way to like a plus 800. Oh, yeah, and then if I lose, is some guy going to go, oh, yeah, he's 0 for 1 because he gave a plus 800 bet and lost. As you can see from the many tickets that I can share on here, many people reached out saying, oh, my God, thank you for these picks. Look how I made this, blah, 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 blah. You take the favorite things that come out of my mouth, you put them together on your ticket, and you make a winner. But for the most part, a lot of the picks been good these first couple of days. And I think that's going to continue today, and that's going to go right over to my next game. I just told you about the Devils. The Devils were undefeated during the preseason. I really believe that they're going to be one of these fantastic regular season teams. They remind me of those mid-2000s Ottawa Senators with a ton of speed, a ton of skill. They can run up the score on teams throughout the course of the regular season. And then if they play a really disciplined, structured team in the playoffs like the Carolina Hurricanes, they're going to kind of get screwed because that style, it usually, the structure and work ethic beats the highly skilled teams, but that is for many months down the line. We're talking about the Devils on opening night after an undefeated preseason against a team that, if you remember, I despise this team just because it's so blah, and they added a non-blah piece in Alex DeBrincat. But as far as I'm concerned, that team is Larkin, DeBrincat, and blah. Did they bring in Comfer, someone who was just elevated from playing with all those great players in Colorado until they needed him in the playoffs, and he did absolutely nothing? I mean, it's just a perfect signing for them, along with Kopp and Perron and just a bunch of nobodies playing against a team brimming with confidence after that undefeated preseason. You got to like the Devils in this one, but my God, Andy, look at the size of that line. All right, well then take Jack Hughes to register a point. If you take the Devils to win with Hughes getting a point, it's like minus 135, which is pretty goddamn good considering what I think about Detroit. They could run that one up if they get on them early. I think that game's over. But always remember, early in the season, the fakest of teams will have hope. You know, like that Philadelphia-Columbus game. What the hell is going on there? You want to know what I think's going to go on there? A nice Zach Werenski point. Guy, one of the highest paid defensemen in the league. I don't know if he's deserving of $9 million a year, but you're talking about adding him back to that top power play. I like him to register a point at like plus 100. It's even money or something like that. And I kind of am liking Line A in that game. I just haven't decided where I want to go, the over 3.5 shots for plus money, or if him and Goudreau are going to connect on a goal or something like that. But I do like Werenski in that game. And then let's circle back to those teams to score 2+. I obviously really like this early in the season when these scores are going through the roof. Let's go to that Rangers game, both teams to score 2+. And then I'm going to go with one where we're actually getting a decent price, and that's Vegas versus the Sharks. And are you thinking, my God, you're going to... Yeah, but it's a bad team in their home opener. Even if they lose 5-2, I think... How about this? Phrase it this way. How many goals are the Sharks going to score in their home opener? Even the bad teams, you think, all right, well, they'll probably get 2. Then they're just going to sit there and get shut out on opening night. Usually, especially with the power plays and whatnot, they'll weasel one. I mean, they're going to come out with the crowd. No matter how bad you are, opening night generates some sort of excitement, and the team doesn't come out completely flat. I mean, they're not mailing it in just yet. It's opening night, for God's sakes. I'm going to take both teams to score 2+ in that game and the Rangers game, and that will give you that one plus money. I really like that one as well, too. And that is what I have for you on a Thursday night. Good luck to all y'all. Better luck to me. Make sure you're subscribed here to the Odd Shopper channel. Come follow me on social media. It's at Andy Francis. I also released a Thursday Night Football video where I talk about the Broncos and the Chiefs. We got Francis and Friends on Friday, where I'm talking to some of the Odd Shopper guys and just making them go crazy. So check out all this stuff. It's all here on Odd Shopper. Then on my YouTube channel on Friday nights, I'll do a brief overview of the slate of NHL games for the weekend. It's Andy Francis on all social media platforms, including YouTube. I will talk to you guys tomorrow for some Friday games. Take it easy.